I'm joined by Johan Bolin, who is the Chief Product and Technology Officer for Edgeware. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
How are you finding the Connected Media IP show?
Oh, I think it's great. I think it's this is the fourth year I'm here, so I've been here for a few years, and I think now you really start to see that much of what we have been working for as a company working with digital distribution is happen on a wider basis, and we see also how business models and so on are evolving more towards what we think is the right way and so on. So that has been very, very, very good.
That's good. So can you tell our viewers a little bit about Edgeware just to set the scene?
Yeah, so Edgeware, we have been around for 15 years now, and started out with building CDNs for customers, building private CDNs. That is for cable and IPTV customers initially, but lately we've also been building CDNs for broadcasters and content providers in I guess what you could call a Netflix similar way, deploying caches deep into ISPs networks. But we have also evolved our product portfolio. So since a couple of years we're also in the origin space doing packaging products, and which is both a product but also a platform for us to innovate on. And then we have, with the acquisition of Cavena earlier this year, also expanded our portfolio with subtitling solutions. So that's Edgeware in a brief.
Interesting. Okay, so you were talking to me earlier about the digitalization of TV. Do you want to explain what you mean when you say that?
Yes, because digital has of course been used in different parts of the TV industry and in the production environment for quite a long time now. But as a concept, TV is still very much analog and SDI driven. And if you use, or when you use, digital platforms and the internet for distribution, there are much better ways to produce and compose your content to be able to address that to your viewers and capitalize the possibilities with digital. And I think that has been an area that has not been used, but we start to see that happening now. So when we talk about digitalization, it's not only using digital tools, it's actually thinking how can we change the video products so they fit in a digital context, and what are the new models and so on we can use for distribute our content. So that's what we mean. It's from a wider perspective than only the technology.
So you're clearly seeing a variety of opportunities which are not being capitalized on. Do you want to share those?
I mean, what we have been working on as an industry, and Edgeware including, last 2 years is a lot of ad insertion solution, which is a good example of how you can use, when you shift your TV distribution from a broadcast to a unicast method over internet, and you learn to know the viewer. Actually, the viewer is not a viewer anymore. The viewer is a user. You can use that to do more tailored advertisement, obviously. But you can actually do much, much more than only advertisement. You can use that knowledge about the user to customize the user experience, or to customize even the content for that particular viewer. Other things that you can do is if you learn to know your users, you can meet your users on multiple different digital platforms. So you might complement your video service with online services that capitalizes the same format. But I'll give you an example. If you have a TV station or a TV channel that is about animals, maybe you have a web page which is about pets. So if you have an login account for your TV service, you can use the same login account for your web portal, and maybe you can find additional information about pets, or maybe even buy stuff on that portal and so on. So you can meet your viewer in much more interfaces than you could do in traditional TV. So I think that's an example of what digital means. It means going beyond the screen as well as being digital in the screen.
You must be seeing some challenges as well.
Of course, this has plenty of challenges. The challenge that Edgeware addressed initially several years back was traffic, because when shifting unicast or broadcast, when shifting multicast or broadcast to unicast, the amount of traffic obviously explodes. And another challenge with internet is being a best effort network. You lose a big degree of the control of what you're distributing. So you need to be able to manage the traffic, and you need to be able to stay in control of what you're distributing. That's two challenges. Other challenges has to do with being if you want to customize the user experience or even customize the TV channel to fit your viewers, you need to do that in such a way that the stitching and so on is still seamless for the viewer. So you get the broadcast similar experience even though the TV channel and advertisements are being stitched in personalized for you. So that's also a challenge to get this lean back, glitch-free user experience.
That's great. And what specifically are you doing that's solving these problems?
Yeah. So when it comes to the traffic problems, that's what we do with our CDM products.
Yep.
But what we are doing lately that is might be more interesting from a digital perspective when it comes to how it can change the services. That has to do with our repackager, as an example, has a frame-accurate segmentation engine. And that means that you can, if you want to insert advertisement, you can select exactly in which frame you want that advertisements to be inserted. And a new use case or a new functionality we have also added to this platform, actually for this show, is what we call virtual channel creation. So that is reusing the capabilities we developed to do ad insertion, but instead of inserting ads, we use the same mechanism to create personalized TV channels. So you can, if you have a library of VOD assets and maybe you have some live shows, you can stitch together virtual TV channels based on both the live feeds but also the assets you have in your library to create, again, a TV channel that addresses the user but still provides a lean back user experience similar to what you have today when you watch traditional linear TV. And that is something that we are very proud of, because that is something that will, of course, introduce a lot of new opportunities, and it's a very cost-effective way to produce TV channels.
Well, personal lean back sounds good. If it's telling me what I want to watch and making that possible. So
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us at Connected Media IP, and we look forward to seeing what you've gotten up to in the next year.
Yeah, thank you.